All right, let's put these fuck walls behind me. That's that really not the implication I was going for, but then I thought about like, wait a minute, no. Where did I come from? Ah, that's pretty clear. Save point was there. Well, I mean, I guess I should visit the save point. It's good to save after boss fights, even ones that weren't especially a problem. Am I gonna have to find my way all the way back to Maria, or is she gonna mysteriously show up later? Like, is her cell gonna move, I wonder? Because I don't really expect my surroundings to be really concrete or sensical anymore, given the infinite falling we've done and other crazy stuff. So I would not be that surprised if, we just, you know... I just went through another door and Maria was just there. I'm like, oh, hi. And I already saw her die. Okay. Okay. His face is covered with a piece of paper. There's something written on it. This man was hung for the crime of swindling. Justice and revenge have been served. This man was hung for the crime of thievery. Justice and revenge have been served. This man was hung for the crime of counterfeiting. Justice and revenge have been served. Swindling and counterfeiting and thieving, huh? Low bar for killing, huh? They kind of look like women, don't they? It's hard to tell, obviously. Crime of murder. Arson. Kidnapping. Yeah, the people on this side kind of had more severe acts. This is a all or nothing kind of tribunal, evidently. What is happening in this room? That's not the map. How do I always get those wrong? Okay. Okay. Maybe this comes up in a different context somewhere. Just really odd. Ah. Okay. Sounds like a puzzle to me. Notice. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on a criminal's rope and your reward will be returned to you in the shape most wondrously strange. My reward? That's if my reward is a person, that's concerning what's going to happen to Maria or Angela or the girl. Dead men, swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone gray. Watch them as they twist and sway. The first one killed the butcher man, then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests, and gave them seconds on request. The next one, with his smile and sweets, stole poor children off the streets. To men who dressed unsavory, he sold them into slavery. Breaking into a home at night, the thief, he had a nasty fright, filled with foolish head with ale, woke in the morn in the county jail. The artist, with his daunting skill, tried his hand at painting bills, but caught in rain he was undone, when the ink he'd use did start to run. With promises of great return, taking gold he did not earn, bundled it up out of sight, quietly slipped off into the night. 3 houses into ashes burned. The sheriff, with no place to turn, did spy a stranger in his town, locked him up and beat him down. Dead men, swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? 6 feet long and 6 men wide. Round their necks the noose be tied. Okay. Huh. Is it as obvious as I think it is? It seems kind of obvious to me. I'm supposed to find the innocent guy, right? Well, the arsonist. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's the far left, though. I can get past. Oh, movement. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. Okay, I'm not crazy. That's kidnapping. Good thing I didn't guess. Murder. Arson. Yeah. Is it in my memos? Man, it's brutal. This is, it loops. Instead of being a solid list with a clear top and bottom. So there's some... Yeah. It speaks with certainty that every single one of these people is responsible for the criminal act that they were killed for. But this one says, 3 houses into ashes burned, the sheriff with no place to turn did spy a stranger in his town, locked him up and beat him down. Like, that one just says the sheriff just locked up some dude. Because he's like, well, you're not from town, must be you. Because, you know, there wasn't any no houses were burned down before you got here, and then you got here and all the houses are burned down. Obviously, that's a conviction. Gotcha. Seems pretty straightforward to me. There's a rope hanging from the ceiling. Will you pull it? Yes. I really hope it's the right one, and that the perspective looks a little weird. Okay. I mean, I already pulled it. It doesn't look pulled, does it? Oh crap, this is the poem again, isn't it? Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on the criminal's rope and your reward will be returned to you in a shape most wondrously strange. I don't know for sure what that means. I guess we'll find out. Haven't tried this door yet. Did I solve it or what? Oh, hey, crank. Okay. You can't turn the handle unless you first remove the handcuffs. Okay. I mean, I could just shoot them off, frankly. That seems like it would work. Yeah, I'm now completely out of adventure game items. I could break it with my sword. Yeah. How is that not the answer, frankly? How are you gonna give me such an absurd weapon and not let me solve problems like that with it? Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to go back into the room that had the bodies in it? Oh yeah, totally. Now the body's just gone. Oh, the key to the persecuted. The paper that was covering the corpse's face is lying here. You know, you'll notice they keep making a point to put keys on pieces of paper. One, to make them stand out from the environment a little bit, but also because they keep putting grates on the floor. The key's gonna fall through the grate if you're not careful. I bet that solves my problem. Key left by the prisoner who was wrongly executed. So I nailed it. Yeah, that sounded kind of like this. I guess it was a key sound, but a key and a lock sound, but also kind of sounded like the sound they used in a lot of games for reloading. I have no sense of space anymore at all. I kind of miss Silent Hill, honestly. Kind of got used to the idea of being a Silent Hill. And I'm very much not there anymore. I don't think that... I'm pretty sure that Silent Hill 1 never departed from Silent Hill this thoroughly and for this long. This is a surprise for me. We're off in our own territory now. It's probably partly that I... Oh.
Maria? Maria? Maria, no! What happened to you? Why? Why?
I get booted out? Nothing else for me in this room. So Maria's dead. Did you call her Mary at the end? But like, she just keeps dying, so it's hard to tell what that means. I don't know. This is still counting as being the prison's map, isn't it? So that did not look like a sickness. If this is indicative of what happened to Maria at all, that does not appear to be a sickness. It really appears that she was attacked. Or killed herself? I don't know. We're super, super deep. We keep going further and further underground. There's an implication of guilt in that we just went through a prison. We keep seeing indication of sexual assault, depravity, or at least the very least extramarital stuff. Lots of women. Basically every character is a female, practically. The one male character seems to be indicative of the violence that man is capable of, because he's just like, killing somebody ain't such a big deal. Put a gun to their head, pow. Seems to be implying that Mary died in, well, we already know that. It's not really an implication, but this seems to be referencing Mary's funeral, or even other characters, maybe. The name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. An epitaph is inscribed here. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed, and laid here to his eternal rest. You didn't think to write his name or something? You just went with that? Strange epitaph. I'm wondering if she's gonna show up again or not. We also have Eddie is still loose out here somewhere and talking about killing people. And then going back on it and being like, no, they were here when that's the way when I got there. Like, what if Eddie got to her? The name on the tombstone is too scratched up to read. Miriam K. Traitor. And of course, I'm wondering whether Eddie is supposed to be a real person or some kind of manifestation of the violence that James is capable of. Walter Sullivan. A larger grave and two smaller ones. That's not a great implication either. Eddie Dombrowski. Oh shit. Angela Orozco. That's Oro. That's the Oro we heard about. Probably. James Sunderland. All three of our graves. Oh, mine's a hole, isn't it? Because of course it is. Hooray! Cool. Finding myself in more and more impossible spaces. Hi there. We're really big on the creepy staircases, huh? The fog is somehow even permeating the steep down. Hey, James. Sorry. I know you got like 300 bullets, but I don't think those defeat your past. Oh, hey. Well, I see where Lone Survivor gets its inspiration from. Okay, that just screams boss fight, doesn't it?
Eddie? What are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
Okay, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. I have a gun. Ow. You know what? Big guns. Well, other big guns. Ow. Shotgun. Very effective. Ow. Actually, I'm not that red, am I? I'm red, but not that red. Shotgun probably makes more sense at this range, I guess. Yeah, we're green in 1 med kit. I'll kill you, James! This is spooky. It almost seems to imply that we're somehow piping the fog down from above. Because it's easy to think that maybe the fog is like a corrupting force of some kind, like the fog itself has power. And this is like it's almost like, oh, we're so far down here, we're free, right? We've escaped the fog. And it's like the fog found a way into the pipes and found its way down here. That's what it feels like. Wow, there's a lot of ammo around here. Alright, so yeah, that definitely... if any previous indications of where Eddie was going have been definitely reinforced here. He's just mass murdering anything he finds. Although who knows who the hell these people are. But he's, more importantly, he explains himself in such terms that that's what he's after. I think that's all that's in here. Huh.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
Oop. Oops. Hey, stop that. Stop that. What are you even hitting me with? You just smacking me? Stop it, James. I mean, Billy, Eddie, shit. Ow. I'm just gonna hide behind you real quick. Ow. Oh wait. Feels like a loophole almost that you can reload in their menu and that actually works. He might have a point. If he is here, at least he's interpreting that his sickness is why he's here. And if that's the case, then why are we here? The same reason? Are we like him? Why the hell are there, like, skirts dressed on all of the meat things? Shit. I'm surprised this is effective at a range as much as it is.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being. Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Why is that your takeaway, exactly? Not sure what to think about that. His takeaway is, did you really die 3 years ago? Why are there like skirts stitched onto these things. What is happening there? I'm a little surprised by this. It's such a trope to have to fight a slasher, psychopath, murderer guy in a butcher shop. But maybe it's a trope because of how on the nose in specific it is. That this has there's a really obvious direct comparison between this kind of setting and that kind of person. So it's just a one that they always go back to. So are you dead? I mean, we killed you in a boss fight. Does that actually mean anything extra though? Were you ever real? Is anything real? Is everything real? It makes sense that like oh, we're free, huh? Yep, impossible space. Where are we exactly? We went nowhere. We've gone nowhere since we got to the Silent Hill Historical Society, then somehow got to a prison, and then to an infinite void maze. We got the knife from Pyramid Head. We fought Eddie. Just kept going. All for us just to end up exactly where we started in the first place. Our original goal of trying to just get on the damn boat. Huh. Alright. Alright. Warning, keep off. There's a save point. I'll take it. Well, shit. There's definitely an obvious visual symbolism there in that we just kept going down, down, further into depths. At one point going through our very own grave. But still just plenty of just going down into the darkness over and over again. All capitulating, or I mean all culminating with the final encounter with Eddie. Just a straight up like psychopathic murderer that will kill anyone for fun. Took pride in killing a dog, enjoyed how it was in pain. When we encountered him and fought him, what was essentially like the depths of hell at that point. And now we're back. Oh yeah, we're not just back, we're back. Yeah. Huh. So I was in shittier Silent Hill ever since the moments that little girl locked the door on me at the hospital. Then we had to do the worst version of the hospital, and things just kept getting worse from there on out. And then I descended all the way down there during that. But after we went into hell, or whatever you want to call it, and fought Eddie and defeated him, which might be my own manifestation of my own violent urges or something, or it might just be somebody who's trapped here also that was a real person that wandered in. I'm not super sure. Suddenly I'm just back in this land, this really neutral, empty, gray version of Silent Hill. It still has the monsters and everything, but aside from that, it largely feels like it's supposed to be symbolizing some kind of purgatory. Just the grayness and fog and stillness and the aloneness of your characters just feels like it's some form of purgatory. The fact that we got here through a graveyard, even before we escaped via another grave a moment ago, definitely gives, it feels like it implies everything here is after death. Like we met Angela it is Angela, right? And we met Angela, whose name basically means angel, in a graveyard, and then walked into a purgatory city. But not exactly subtle about it.